Hi, I'm Rebecca Soto and this is my learning outcome number 3. The fall of the Berlin Wall. The 9th of November of 1989, the communist rulers gave permission to open the gates along the Wall of Berlin, thanks to a series of peaceful mass protests. This event somehow marked the overturn of the communist government in Russia because on March of 1990 they lost the elections. The first Persian Gulf War was on August 1999. Saddam Hussein, the leader of Iraq, ordered the invasion of Kuwait, so other Arab powers such as Egypt asked for the help of the USA and other Western countries. The United Nations demanded withdrawal from Kuwait, but Hussein refused to do so. The Persian Gulf War began with the Operation Desert Storm, led by the USA. After 42 days of relentless attacks by the Allied coalition in the air and the ground, the USA President George Bush declared a ceasefire on February 28, but at that time most Iraqi forces in Kuwait had either surrendered or fled. The Soviet Union dissolution. The Soviet Union disintegrated into 15 separate countries in 1990. The Soviet flag flew over Kremlin in Moscow for the last time on December 24 of 1990. The World Trade Center bombing on February 26 of 1993. The terrorists parked a rental van in a garage under the World Trade Center. 6 people died and more than 100 were injured in the subsequent explosions. The 9/11 attacks that were on September 11 of 2001, where 19 militants from Al-Qaeda, an Islamic extremist group, hijacked 4 airlines to carry out suicide attacks against some of the most important places in the USA. For example, the Twin Towers. The NASA Space Shuttle program ended on August 31 of 2011. The whole program started back in 1981. The Space Shuttle system carried up to 8 astronauts and up to 22 kilograms of payload into low Earth orbit, LEO. Globalization is a process of interaction and integration among the people, companies, and government of different nations, a process driven by international trade and investment and aided by information technology. Terrorism is the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. The unipolar world is a term used when one superpower affects strongly the rest of the world economically and politically. The digital era is the historical period characterized by the existence of digital technology in which we are living right now. Why did the globalization emerge? Well, it emerged because the growth of the population and the improvement of transportation and communication made it easier for companies to reach other countries and associate with international institutions. This situation affects also cultural factors in societies. In most cases, what caused the terrorist attack of the 20th century? These attacks are caused by political issues mainly. Some nations want to be the ones dominating in the unipolarity and be the major players in international affairs. For example, the bombing of the Trade Center. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? Well, Before the end of the Cold War, there was a bipolar power that were held by the USA and the Soviet Union, but after the Cold War and the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the USA kept growing power and it became the most influential country. How has the digital era influenced today's society? Well, thanks to the improvement in the technology field, it is easier to communicate and to trade goods or cultural aspects with other countries. This trade between countries had an economic and cultural impact among societies that unify customs and fashions. For example, not only the clothing, but also like trends that happen worldwide. It also affects political issues. Nowadays, it is easier to know what is going on in other countries. We're better informed about political and economic issues. For example, the terrorist attacks on Paris. The whole world knew about them, and they all unified to make it easier. These are the reference which I use to make my learning outcome, and this is all. Thank you very much.